Still a bit rusty around the edges. But it's alright. What's up YouTube, this is Albert Aldridge of albertaldridgefitness.com, the nutrition coach. Thank you very much for clicking on the video, it's an absolute pleasure having you. And welcome to the next instalment of my lean bulk full day of eating. If you're somebody who's new to this channel and doesn't know how this works, basically before the start of every lean bulk full day of eating video, I remind my subscribers and my viewers that you need to leave a suggestion of something I should eat in the comment section below, and it can be anything within reason. And then what I'll do is I'll pick one or two of these food items at random and try it in my next full day of eating and show you how you can incorporate this food into a flexible dieting approach that can help you to gain lean muscle mass, but I can also teach you how you can incorporate into a nutrition plan if somebody was trying to lose weight, tone up, get a bit leaner, get a bit more shredded for the summer. But today I had a request in my previous lean bulk full day of eating, which is actually something slightly different and something I need to cover. I'm going to chuck the comment up on the screen. This person was asking me how I can eat quite a lot of chocolate, the chocolate corn thins, the chocolate rice cakes and the sweet stuff I have, and how I incorporate that into my diet every day, and why am I not so fat, or why am I not so unhealthy because of eating all this rubbish. But I'm going to inform you about this throughout this whole lean bulk full day of eating. I'm going to take you through a typical day of eating that I would do throughout my lean bulk, but give you instructions along the way about how I can eat like this, and I'm going to be referring to some scientific research along the way. But sit back, relax and enjoy the video. I trained myself before I had a client at 1 PM just in my back garden here. Here are some of the weights that I had to use in this session. We were doing squats. And I've got a client later on at 6. But just before I show you the first meal, I'm going to give you a quick physique update, but I'll also do a proper physique update in a future video. I should let you know as well that my mum and my sister, I think we're going to go on holiday in probably around late August, and my mum and my sister have requested me to show them how to get rid of they really don't have bingo wings, they just want to turn up the tricep area. So I've brought a dumbbell inside and they've got to do it every day now. To be fair, they said they wanted to do it every day, not me. Ah! Yeah, and break something as you try and get up. First thing I'm going to eat, I'm not actually going to show you what the rice cakes look like because I'm going to have the same thing again in a couple of hours. But not exactly the same thing, I'm going to change a few bits. So here I'm having 2 chocolate chip rice cakes, 2 caramel Snacker Jacks. The chocolate on those rice cakes, you get mini chocolate drops which are really nice. And in the caramel rice cake, some people don't like the flavour, but I think it tastes pretty good. Then I'm having 4 Sainsbury's corn thins which are plain. 29 calories per corn thin. I'm going to dip it in this Danone light and free Greek style yogurt, peach and passion fruit flavour, and it's only 59 calories a pop. The Greek yogurt makes the yogurt really thick. And then over there I've got a black coffee and I'm going to be having it through a straw. So I've seen quite a few people do that recently. It tastes quite nice and apparently it protects the teeth a little bit more just because of the black coffee hitting your teeth and staining it. Everybody has mixed opinions. Oh, chocolate. Ah. And you should know me well enough by now that I'm going to have 8 pieces of plain chocolate. This is dark chocolate from Tesco and it's 88 calories per 4 squares. I should note that I had 1 square earlier of this chocolate and I had another square earlier of this Aldi dark chocolate. Tastes different but still tastes pretty good. Hello! Is she coming in? People are watching you. Hi! Hello! I had that previous snack at around 3 PM and the time is currently 4:20. I've got another client at 6 PM, but right now I'm having, very similar to my previous snack, and I usually combine these 2 snacks together to have one big snack, but I'm having 3 caramel rice cakes, and all the Snacker Jacks I get, I'm not yet sponsored, but I do get a lot of questions from people about why I'm not sponsored, and I agree with them. Go away, fly. I'm having another 2 of these chocolate rice cakes by Snacker Jacks. And then I'm also having 2 of these Sainsbury's chocolate corn thins. But the thing is, between these corn thins, the corn thins compared to the chocolate chip rice cakes by Snacker Jacks use the chocolate drops on the Snacker Jack, whereas the corn thins, it looks like they're dipped into a layer of chocolate, which is a lot nicer. Key thing is though, when you're holding it like this, don't hold it like that for too long, because otherwise you're going to get the chocolate all over your fingers. I also had a coffee with my previous snack, but that really contains, will you go away? But that contains minimal calories. I'm going to be having this, planning my next personal training session, doing a bit of online clientele work, and the explanation about my sugar intake and my diet in general is coming after the next meal.
Great success!
I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it too well because it's so bright outside, and you just saw the pictures of my personal training setup, my home personal training setup. By the way, if you're interested in any form of personal training and you're from West Sussex or you're from the UK and you'd like to come down for a session, do send me an email. It's in the YouTube description. I'm going to show you how the squat stands work that I got recently, and I did mention it in my previous video. Let me put you down. It's pretty cool, and this bar can go up to 160 kilos. Hey. Mm-hmm. Now to address the main question of this video. How am I being able to eat all these chocolate-based products and chocolate without putting on any fat or developing any metabolic diseases like diabetes? In regards to weight, at the end of the day, it's calories in versus calories out. And I'm personally eating at the moment at probably around maintenance or in a slight deficit. So I'm not going to be putting on any weight. I don't promote this, what I'm referring to, but it's like this article where a guy lost about 60 pounds eating just McDonald's. It's numbers at the end of the day about whether you're going to lose weight or gain weight. But here's a brief scientific explanation about how I'm eating all this chocolate and bad foods, but I'm not developing diabetes or any metabolic diseases. Insulin. Insulin is a hormone made in the pancreas in the body to help you utilize the sugar you intake from the carbohydrates you eat, so it can be used for energy production, or it can be stored as glycogen, or it can be stored as excess energy. Undergoing exercise will increase your insulin sensitivity. So when you've finished a bout of exercise, your body is wanting to uptake sugar. So glucose can be stored as glycogen and it can be used in the next training session. But repeating the process of undergoing exercise every day will continually improve your insulin sensitivity and also your muscles' oxidative capacity. And this very recent study has shown that increased muscle mass through resistance training may positively impact insulin responsiveness, glucose control, and muscle mitochondrial performance. Mitochondria within the muscle, they're responsible for utilizing oxygen and nutrients to create energy known as ATP. So as you continue to increase your muscle mass through resistance training and increase the number of mitochondria within your muscle groups through the combination of resistance training and aerobic exercise, you're going to continuously improve your insulin sensitivity. So every time you undergo vigorous exercise, your muscles are going to be more and more likely to uptake this glucose and store it as glycogen for the next training session. I'll put all the articles I referred to in the YouTube description if you want to go and have a look at them. Just behind me, I've got an array of food items that I'm going to be consuming for my next snack/meal. Call it a sneal or a mac. You choose. Let me know in the comments. In here, we have got 63 grams of porridge oats mixed with water, and then I added 27 grams of this premium whey protein just because I usually add 25 grams with the old protein powder I used to have, but the equivalent calories is 27 grams of this premium protein. And then over here in this bowl we have got some awesome peanut butter crunch chocolatey goodness from Lidl. It's like Lidl's version of crunchy nut clusters with chocolate. It's awesome. I'm having 1 packet of Sainsbury's chocolate corn thins and then having 12 bits of Tesco Valley dark chocolate. I just need to add the frozen berries to my protein powder porridge oats thing. I'm gonna have this and bring you back for the final meal once I've done 2 client nutrition plans. What do you think of the shirt? Tabasco. Hence the fish. Haven't had Tabasco in ages actually. Anyway, the time is 22 minutes past 2 in the morning. I've just done some client work and sorted out some of my laptop files. This is what I'm having for my last meal. Here I've got an array of vegetables, mange two beans, broccoli, carrots, 240 grams of the vegetables, 230 grams of the white potato, and then just here I've got 150 grams of chicken breast. You usually have around 140, but that was all that's left and I didn't want to leave just 10 grams on the side. And this has been taken out of a mushroomy stew thing that my mum did, which is really good. And obviously I'm going to top off this meal with this heavenly tomato ketchup, 50% less sugar and salt, and then I'm going to add a little bit of garlic, salt and chili powder. And obviously I'm not going to eat it at the same time, but afterwards I'm going to have 2 more packets of Sainsbury's chocolate corn thins, so I'll be having 4 chocolate corn thins in total.